Welcome. Today, we will be reading 3 stories from the subreddit Am I the Asshole? Sit back, relax, and enjoy. For our first story, we have Am I the Asshole for Giving My Wife My Honest Opinion? This story was written by Electrical Cookie 4231. Here we go. I, M, 39, has been with my wife, F, 38, since we were in college. My wife lately started a new lifestyle, I guess. That she believes in no deodorant, no shaving, shower only if gets dirty, no makeup, no wearing nice clothes. She doesn't have depression or anything. It started when she joined a new yoga class. I never commented because she is a grown woman and can do what she wants with her body. She asked me today how I feel about her new me. I told her doesn't matter how I feel as long as it makes her happy. She kept asking, but I want to know how you feel. Eventually I said, you really want to know how I feel? I miss the woman I fall in love with. She used to dress nice, smell great, shower every day, wear makeup, brush her hair. I really don't like this whole all-natural thing, but again, not my decision, so I have no saying. She started crying and called me an insensitive, vain jerk and now doesn't talk to me. Was I a jerk when she wanted my opinion? That's the end of our first post. Let's see what the commenters had to say. Our first commenter says, you'd be the jerk if you lied to her. She asked for your opinion, you didn't just give it. If she didn't want you to be honest, she shouldn't have. Link. Second commenter says, not the asshole. She wanted your honest opinion and you gave it. She should take into account her hygiene decisions do impact you to an extent because this is the person you're having sex with, sleeping next to, and sharing a household in general. Of course, as you said, it's still completely her decision, but I feel as your wife she should take into account how you feel as well. And unfortunately she got an answer she didn't expect. It's not your fault for being. Link. Third commenter says, don't ask the question if you can't handle the link. Our second story, we have update. Am I the asshole for being mad that my husband thinks I tricked him with our child's birth certificate? This story was written by Fluffy_half_less767. Here we go. In my previous post here, link, I had asked about how to deal with my husband wanting a paternity test. We did the test and got the expected results. He wanted to get one that has legal validity, not a home test. It was a lot more expensive and he paid for it. We had to use the agency to swab samples and maintain a chain of custody. I was surprised and bothered that he had this planned, but he covered the high price and it'd be in my interest to have a clear, indisputable legal trail, so we went and did that. He's been over the moon happy since I agreed to do this and I resent his happiness. He got the STI panel done and that was clean too. He was surprised by my request, but didn't argue about it. He said it's just a test, no big deal. He was a lot more weirded out about a post-nup and flat out refused to cooperate there. I gave up on that because I consulted a lawyer and I can't get much from that anyway. Whatever I have spent on him and his debt is gone and I can't expect anything back, and we are in a community property state. We argued a lot about separating finances with him accusing me of trying to control him using money. He pointed out that we were a couple years away from him becoming debt-free, and if I leave it all on him then it'll take him 5+ years. He still does not understand how his showing a lack of trust in me is comparable. He kept arguing that if he were the one with more money he'd have spent it on me, and for me to use this now makes me a bad partner. He came around and agreed to contributing more to bills after seeing how much my family has turned cold towards him. I am close to my family and they had loved him, but this has made them upset at him. My little sister was outright rude to him, which really got to him. He is the middle child and was frequently teased and bullied by his siblings. My sister was the only relative who loved him like an older brother and doted on him. My words and arguments didn't move him, but he got upset about her icing him out. So now he'll be paying for his own car and contributing to insurance and covering his debt by himself. Still no rent because he simply can't afford it. I wasn't going to ask him to stop supporting his parents, and after all that there's nothing in his bucket. I wasn't thinking divorce when I wrote the post and I still don't want it. But I feel like I am falling out of love with this man. Like the scales have fallen from my eyes and all his faults that I had minimized before stand out glaringly. My mother is fully on my side, but she has advised me to not make any quick decisions. I don't know what I am going to do. He's trying to be helpful and a good partner, but it feels like an act. That's the end of our second post. Let's see what the commenters had to say. Our first commenter says, "Whoa, who could have thought accusing your wife of cheating would negatively impact her feelings towards Link?" Second commenter says, "Greater than he still does not understand how his showing the lack of trust in me is comparable. I mean, he just thought you might be a cheating were. No big Link." Third commenter says, "Funny that being accused of cheating has caused you to reconsider your thoughts on the marriage. Gee, I wonder why. He doesn't like that your family is icing him out? Too funny, as it seems pretty obvious that he has zero self-awareness and zero understanding of how his actions have impacted you. Frankly, you are right to rethink your commitment to him. His very actions towards you have shown that he does not have that level of commitment towards you. What is his next outlandish and childish act going to be? Yeah, the baby is his, but the underlying accusation that went with the paternity test, infidelity, has still stained you. I would continue to separate all finances and get your ducks in order. You've already spoken to the lawyer about a post-nup, so you should consider drafting your divorce papers. He doesn't understand the almost irreparable damage that he has caused the marriage." Again, zero awareness. I guess the question that you have to ask yourself is, can you live with him? All other red flags aside, can you live with the fact that he does not trust you? He may say he does, but that is BS. He wouldn't have called for a paternity test if he did. Now add in all the other red flags and ask yourself, can you live with this? Can you bring your child up in a household where one partner does not pull his weight and doesn't trust the other? Update me. For our third story, we have Aitah for not telling my ex's mistress turned GF that he has a vasectomy. This story was written by similar ad 9201. Here we go. My female 37 ex-husband 41 cheated on me with my best friend female 40. When I found out, it destroyed me and I couldn't forgive him, so we separated. Later I heard that he has moved in with her. I don't see them much besides when he brings home the children. We have 4 children together, and I know that he had a vasectomy after our 4th baby because I can't use contraceptives and he hates condoms. She usually stays in the car, but this time she came to say hi. Then she told my son tell her what we'd talked about, and my son confusedly said that he will be an older brother again. I was confused, and she said that she was finally ready to have children. X looked like a deer in headlights. Then she said, he will come around, I know he will. I didn't say anything. I can be the because if she really wants children of her own, he is wasting her time, but at the same time I hate their guts. I don't care she's wasting her last good years on him. That's the end of our third post. Let's see what the commenters had to say. Our first commenter says, "Don't bother, let karma figure it out. Trash takes itself out." Link's second commenter says, "Not the asshole, though I think she did this to hurt you or try to. Why else randomly come in and then bring son into it? It's like she wanted to gauge your reaction or something. I don't know, maybe I'm off base, but it feels icky. Don't tell her at all. Just get a nice giggle out of it." Link third commenter says, "Not the asshole. He's obviously lying to her. Let her figure it out just like you had to. She doesn't deserve any kindness from you." That's all for today. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.